Good Monday morning to everybody. It is 5:30ish Central Time. Been here since about a quarter after 4. We're at the Pringles plant. It's actually a Ryder-operated facility here in Jackson, Tennessee. We've picked up here more than a few times. Unfortunately, this place used to be a really good place to come to, in and out pretty quick. They've gotten slower and slower over the time. Like this morning, the first time I've ever come in here, and they had me park in a slot, and I had to wait. And it took 45 minutes for them to give me a door, and they got nothing but doors on the front of this building. They're open. So yeah, we finally got backed in. As you can see out there, it's pretty foggy out where the lights are. But yeah, we're headed to Michigan. I'll give you the upfront number on the load. 631 miles at 1950. So you can do the math on that. There's about 59 miles of deadhead, so just a touch under $3 a mile if you had the deadhead in. I believe. I'd have to do the math again, but it's right around there. They had it listed on Coyote at $16.43. I bid it at $19.50. They accepted it within probably a minute. Probably should have asked for a little more. Because usually on Coyote, that's the first time I've ever had a bid accepted. Normally they come, they either reject it or whatever. It's like XPO. I think I've only had one or two on that app that they've ever accepted. Actually, last week? Yeah, I bid on a load, and I bid a little high on it. And of course, the computer came back and more or less gave me the same number, because that's what it does. It just gives you a counter offer, they call it. But it come back with the same original amount. So I just moved on. And then I booked the load that we ended up taking out of Indiana. And sure enough, not even 5 minutes after I booked that load, a guy from XPO calls up and says, "Hey, you still want that load?" And no, I've already booked another load. But they were going to give me what I was asking for it. So, dollar late, dollar short. I wish they would have called before I booked that other load, because it would have been a hell of a lot better paying load. Which I paid, the load we took, that was paying pretty good. So I can't complain about it. But if they had come, back earlier at what I had bid that load at, I would have took that in a heartbeat, because I bid it higher than I thought they'd accept anyway. I wasn't anticipating them actually coming back and saying yeah. Tell you one thing, Swift's got this contract locked up. They got Swift trailers everywhere in this joint. I don't see any Schneider trailers here, and there used to be a Schneider account. There's not one orange Schneider trailer in this whole joint that I've seen. That's weird. That is really weird. It used to be a good place to come back when we first started running the IC over at Schneider. We went dropping hooks out of here. Oh, but Anyway, quick update on the truck. Not a fan. Fuel mileage is good. Comfort, I'll say, is good. Ride, pretty good. It does sway a lot. I don't like that. It's like an alcoholic on a 3-day binge. It's like a boat on rough water. I'm just trying to say it moves around a lot. But anyway, you know. But that's where we're at so far. So we'll give an update as we get up the road a little bit. So sit down, hang on. We'll be back. Morning. Yeah. So as you can see by the clip at the beginning of this, we got up early, 2:45 early. Made it over to the shipper. Appointment was at 4:30. Got there a little after 4. Took them forever to figure out my load pickup number. The lady handed me the little parking sheet that they give you going into the place. Told me to go park in a slot, which is new because usually they just put you right in a door. Again, my appointment was at 4:30. It was 5:15 before the yard driver come over and gave me a door number to back into. Now this place, if anybody's ever been there, it's in Jackson. It's a Ryder warehouse, but they do Kellogg stuff. You back in with your doors closed. They do all of it inside, seal it, and all that stuff. Once you back in, you disconnect from the trailer. You pull up about 4 or 5 feet, or a couple feet anyway, and you wait for a green light. That took well over 5 hours for them to actually load the trailer. Not the whole time we were there. It took 5 hours, over 5 hours, just to load the trailer. And the way the process used to be is you hooked up to the trailer and you went up and parked in front of the office, went and got your paperwork, and down the road you went. Well, they've changed that now. They want you to walk or bobtail to the office and get your paperwork. And there's probably a reason for that change, which I'm going to go into, because it turned, from there it went to a complete mess. I mean, other than the time sitting, it went to, what a mess. So yeah, I went in to get the paperwork. The girl comes up, hands me the bill of ladings, and always look at your addresses. Always verify your information. Just do it. Because had I just signed it and went on my happy way, that load would have went to the wrong location. I looked at the paperwork, same customer, but the load that was on the paperwork with the pickup number I gave them was going to Wisconsin. So I says, this isn't my load. I'm going to Newport, Michigan, not Wisconsin. And so we need to figure out what went wrong here. She went back, handed the paperwork to a lady. 10-15 minutes later, she comes back up, asked for my pickup number again. I go out to the truck and I printed off the rate con prior to leaving the house when we booked this load, and it had the address I was supposed to go to with the pickup number I gave them. I gave that to her. She compared it. She went back another however long it took. She comes back out. She says what had happened was my load got canceled and pushed out. And for whatever reason, they reused the same pickup number on the load that they put in my trailer. Now, with mega carriers and company drivers, you might be able to get away with that. Because chances are a mega carrier wouldn't care where the delivery address was as long as they were still getting paid to haul it. Me, it's a brokered load. And I negotiated the rate on that load, and you know, through Coyote, by the way, which now is making me realize why Coyote was so quick to accept my offer. Yeah, obviously brokers are becoming aware of the issues that are going on at this warehouse as far as loading people. But anyway, so she comes back out and she says that my dispatcher should have been told that it was changed. I'm like, I don't have a dispatcher. I explained to her the situation. And they had regurgitated or reused my pickup number on the load she was handing me. And I told her, I says, well, I didn't negotiate that rate. I says, I didn't negotiate anything on this load. I said, it's not my load. I can't take it. So you got to get it off my trailer. And she went back. She hands paperwork to a guy. They have a couple words. He comes out very rudely, lets me know he's going to unload my trailer. I'm sorry if I've thrown a wrench into your day. My bad. I didn't do it. It wasn't my screw up. It was your screw up, your company's screw up. But doesn't change the fact you got to get your shit off the trailer. Yeah, I you know, that's the stuff that drives me crazy is the way they talk to a driver when something goes wrong. Like we control everything. It's got to be something we did. You know, it can't be anything they did. Like, you know, being a genius. Because I asked the girl when she said that they reused the number for another load. I asked her, I says, well, why would anybody want to do that? Why would you reuse a number on the same day you canceled the load it was on previous? Why wouldn't you just use a new number? I said, that doesn't make sense to me. And she just nodded and giggled at that, but that's fine. Anyway, so the guy gets, you know, it took him 25 minutes to unload the trailer. It took him over 5 hours to load it, but it took 25 minutes to get it off. And they left a mess in the trailer because you got to come in with a clean, swept, food-grade trailer, which I do because I keep my trailer clean anyway. So he left a little bit of a mess in there, and I'm sure that was done for whatever reason because, again, I peed on his Wheaties or something by not just, you know, taking the load and going with it, I guess. I don't know what his problem was. Don't care. People like that generally go through life finding every reason to hate everybody anyway, so I don't care. I own a broom. I'm not past sweeping a trailer. I do it all the time. But they did leave a load bar back there. I did take that out, and I did nicely prop it up against the building because I'm not going to be accused of stealing your stuff. So yeah, got done with that. We got back over to the truck stop. I did sweep it out, got back on the load board. You know, what a mess. Just what a mess. Coyote has already given me the truck not used money, or they haven't given it me yet, but they gave me a revised rate con with that. Those money's on there. Obviously, it doesn't make up for the $19.50 that I lost. You know, but
better than nothing, huh?
Well, stuff happens, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, it's those things that just drive you nuts. But you know, ain't nothing you can do about it. It just happens. So, yeah, Coyote was good on it. That's a lesson for Global, who I'm still back and forth with, just trying to get 2 hours of detention for the Piggly Wiggly warehouse.
Yeah.
In Alabama. I mean, really, just be honest. Don't run me around. If you just are you're gonna do everything you can not to pay it. Just let me know.
And I could see if it was, you know, $250,000, but it's $150.
It's not even that. It's $100.
Well, come on.
But it's like, really, you'd rather just back and forth and just blow smoke. Just be honest. If you don't want to pay it, just tell me you're not going to pay it, and then I'll know not to run freight for you no more.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it comes down to, and that's what it'll be. I don't have to run freight for you if that's the way you're gonna. If that's the professionalism we're getting to, I can just knock you right off the list, and we won't have to worry about it no more. I already have one from the Dallas debacle that I'll never drive freight for again. I think that was Mojo something or other. Rude. Just unbelievable. What a pile of garbage that brokerage is.
Oh, I got a question. Don't mean to rudely interrupt.
Well,
but Red Duchess, I was just wondering, how are you liking F2F? Just kind of curious. So hit me up back with how are you liking it? We like it. so I'm just kind of wondering,
It's all right.
how are you doing?
It's okay.
Learning all the good tactics to make the good money.
Yeah.
Let me know.
All right, well, the other part of this is being the glutton for punishment that I am. I did book a load. It doesn't pick up till tomorrow, so we are enjoying another unneeded day off. Going 27 miles from the same place we were going to deliver this last load. This one is brokered. Oh my God, broker just completely went out of my mind. Who I brokered that load through? Molo, not Mojo. I won't load for Mojo no more. Molo. I have run for them before. They are pretty decent. I've had good experiences with them to this point. Things can change. Everybody's different. Depends on what personality you're dealing with. But I did book a load out of the same location. Picks up tomorrow morning. Pickup time is 8:30 a.m. It is going to a different company, different DC in Michigan. But it is paying, actually it's paying well above the 15-day average. It's actually paying $500 more than the load I was picking up yesterday. So couple that with the do not use money, it doesn't make the week what it should have been, but it helps. So yeah, we'll be picking that up tomorrow. Now the thing is again, I don't know what happened to this place over here. Again, it's operated by Ryder. It's for Kellogg. It used to be a really good place to go into, quick loads in and out in a relatively great time. That has definitely gone downhill. So the load is supposed to deliver Thursday morning at 7 a.m. Well, that's going to be dictated by the shipper, which all loads are when they're on a tighter window. So, I've already talked to the broker. He tried to get the delivery window pushed out. Whether he did or not, I don't know. I'm not going to say yes or no to that. I wish I could, but you can't never be 100%. He did call me back on it this morning. He did say, he's tried. They don't want to do it right now. And we're both in agreement because he's well aware of the issues they're having over here with loading. He says, if they hold you up, let me know, and we'll work on it from there. So that's what we're going to do. I got to run federally mandated clocks, so I can only do what I can do. I can't do anything other than. It just is what it is. So, and I'm not telling anybody nothing. You know that. It gets there when it gets there, right? Right. But other than that,
that's it.
I got nothing else.
Gotta go take showers and continue on with our day.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you really do.
Yeah, okay.
Woo! All right. I appreciate you guys taking time. Be safe. We'll talk to you.